Hi, I'm Kristina Amelong from the Optimal Health Network, and today I'm going to talk to you about the benefits of suppositories, rectal suppositories. So making suppositories out of coconut oil and essential oils can be one of the most profound healing therapies for issues everywhere from hemorrhoids, anal fissures, to prostate issues, to candida, to irritable bowel, to supporting your body to heal around cancer. So I've been working with suppositories and essential oils now for over 10 years, and we have so many stories of people who have used them and healed really difficult things to heal. Also, there's a lot of science around how absorptive the colon is, and how by putting things into the colon instead of through the mouth, you actually get a stronger therapy because you're not competing with the digestive juices. The therapy is going right to where it's needed, especially if you think of something like hemorrhoids, anal fissures, prostate issues. So lots of great science to promote this use. And also there's a lot of people out there, when they try to take supplements, let's say thyroid supplements or anti-candida supplements, they take them and then they irritate the stomach or the intestinal lining. Whereas if you're using the essential oils in through the colon, you get the benefit without any of that irritation. So we've developed at Optimal Health Network a lot of suppository blends to address these needs. We have a thyroid blend, a candida blend, we have a coffee enema oil blend, anal fissure blend, hemorrhoid blend, anti-inflammatory and flora booster blend, and they give excellent results with very little side effects. So we highly recommend that you try out using suppositories. A lot of people find that they get better benefits if they rotate their essential oils. So if you are using essential oils in the colon, it's really good on day 1 to use one type, and on day 2 to use a different type. So let's say you've done a hair analysis and you want to up level your thyroid function. So then you might do on day 1 a thyroid essential oil blend, and on day 2 to improve the body's ability to use those thyroid hormones, our coffee enema essential oil blend in the suppositories to improve your body's detoxification capacities and increase your glutathione levels, stuff like that. Now we're going to talk about how to make suppositories. You're going to need a suppository tray. We offer a large suppository tray and a small suppository tray. The differences are that obviously with the large one you can have more of the therapeutics put into your body. Also the similarities are both have rounded bottoms, and that's the part that you insert is the bottom. It's easy to pop out. You just push that bottom part up on the tray. And so that's, and it's silicone. They're both silicone. The smaller ones are quite a bit smaller in the cup size, and also you can just push that suppository out by pushing up on the bottom. I prefer the larger one because I have had a lot of experience using suppositories, and I just find it delivers the amount of therapy that I want better. But a lot of our customers prefer the smaller ones because it is a little bit nerve-wracking to put something this size into the body. You'll also need some organic coconut oil. You want it to be the solid kind. I also recommend the virgin coconut oils, and some essential oils. We're going to work with the hemorrhoid blend today. This is a mixture of clove, rosemary, melaleuca, and coconut oil. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to melt some of the coconut oil. You can do that by putting it in a small bowl into the microwave, or putting a little bit on the stove in a pan, and you just melt that. So I've already done that and put that in this little cup like that. So to use the big suppository tray, you fill up each cup about halfway full with your melted coconut oil. Like that. And then you put that in the freezer. And then after an hour or two, your first layer will be frozen. And you take it out of the freezer. And then you put 3 to 10 drops of your essential oil. You're actually making a little sandwich of the essential oils with the coconut oil. And then after you've added in the essential oils, you just go ahead and pour some coconut oil on top of that. And then you're going to put that back in the freezer for another hour or two, or as long as it takes in your freezer to freeze it. So once your suppository is frozen, you just pop it out like this. Make sure your hands are clean. If you want, you can be wearing gloves. And here's your beautiful suppository. You'll notice that it starts melting right away. If you're nervous about these edges right here, you can actually melt them with your hands and then just use this oil on your skin somewhere or on your hands, wherever you want it to be, but it's therapeutic. And then you just slide it into your anus like that, and it goes in and it does its magic. In this case, on the hemorrhoids. You should see hemorrhoid relief in a very short amount of time. So we recommend for the small suppository tray to put the coconut oil in, to not do the sandwiching process because it's not really needed. So to pour the coconut oil in just below the lip of the tray, and then to put 3 to 10 drops. I usually like to use about 5 to 6 my suppositories into the tray. If there's a little bit more room, you can go ahead and put a little bit more coconut oil in there. And then you're complete. Unless you want to stir it, and you can use a toothpick or some little stirring tool. And then you've got the essential oils dispersed all in there like that. And then you take it and put it in the freezer. And in an hour or two, it will be ready to put in the body. So we've made our suppositories now, and now it's time to insert them in the body. So if you want, you can take one out and put it on a plate and leave it there for 5 to 10 minutes to soften it up, warm it up a little bit. And then again, if you want to make sure your hands are clean. And also if you want, you can wear gloves, but you don't need to. So you have that popped out. And again, if you want to smooth the edges of this bigger suppository off a little bit, you can even shave it with your nails or a knife to make it a little bit more rounded at that bottom edge. So you do that. And then you're going to, when you take it to your anal area, you face it towards the body with the rounded edge, and you put it right next to the anus, and then you just slowly push it in, and it'll slide right in, and it'll actually feel good going in, and then once it's inside the body, it will stay there and provide the therapy for hours and hours. Some people leak, most people don't. That's something you want to figure out. It's the art of doing the suppositories, and so if it's your first time of doing them, you might consider wearing a sanitary pad if you're going out and about in the day. I prefer to do my suppositories at night, insert them right before bed, and then you've got the whole night that therapy is working on your body, and then in the morning you have a bowel movement and the excess suppository content comes out in the toilet. It works wonders. It's some people find that it's better if they do it right after a bowel movement, and then they have less chance of leaking or passing gas. So that's a great time to do it, after the bowel movement or after your enema process. Some people do suppositories once a week. For instance, I like to recommend using sacred frankincense once a week. It's very protective against cancer. There's a bunch of studies that you can look at on the internet. Up to twice a day when someone's working on healing from anal fissures or prostate issues, then they'll put in a suppository after their morning bowel movement or coffee enema, and then again at bed. So try to find that sweet spot for yourself in terms of your frequency. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us at optimalhealthnetwork.com. We're here to help, and we know you can be well. Thank you.